welcome to Mist and Stone. First, let me apologise for taking so long to post any videos. I underestimated the time and skill, etc. necessary for editing and post-production. So I decided in the meantime, while I'm working on some more ambitious projects, to do a quick one to camera to talk about the seasons. It was on TV yesterday basically saying that this is the start of autumn. So it prompted me to kind of have a look at the seasons traditionally. The fixed points of the year, the two main fixed points of the year, are the two solstices, the summer and winter solstice. Summer solstice being on the 21st of June, give or take a day, mostly the 21st of June, and the winter solstice being on the 21st of December again, give or take a day, mostly on the 21st. Those are fixed points in the year. They have been marked by our ancestors for millennia. Both Newgrange in Ireland and Stonehenge in England were constructed by people who didn't even have metal tools, I might add, or the wheel. And they managed to construct these amazing structures simply to align with the rising and setting suns on the summer or winter solstice in various cases. Now, what was being marked at these occasions? Not the longest day or the shortest day, or the longest night or the shortest night. That's not actually what was being marked. What was being marked was the transition from one to the other. What was being marked was, at summer solstice, you were marking the fact that the darkness was coming and it was gradually going to get darker. The nights were going to get longer and it was going to get darker. Similarly, in the winter solstice, you were welcoming back the light, and from winter solstice on, the nights start to get gradually brighter until they peak at the opposite solstice. The halfway point between those two solstices are the two equinoxes, the spring and autumn equinox. The name is self-explanatory. It was equal night and equal day. Now, the reason these are so important when you're looking at the seasons is that these 4 points are the high points of each season. The two equinoxes, two solstices. Now, as the summer solstice is on the 21st of June, which is the midpoint of summer, midsummer's day, therefore, June has to be the middle month of summer. So basically, summer must start at Bealtaine, the 1st of May, run through June, hit the high point on the 21st, trail away again until it hits the next point at the beginning of August, which would then be the start of autumn. That goes up, hits its high point at the autumn equinox, trails off again, and meets winter at Samhain, which is 1st of November, 31st of October. You then head towards midwinter, or the winter solstice in the middle of December. Even in Christian tradition, there's a Christmas carol with "In the Bleak Midwinter," which is clearly describing the winter solstice as midwinter. So if the winter solstice is midwinter, then December has to be the middle month of winter. That then trails off till the end of January when you hit Imbolc or Lawfeile Breda or St. Bridget's Day or Breed's Day, whatever your tradition calls it, first day of spring, which then runs up to the spring equinox, which is in March, and then to the end of April and hits Bealtaine in May, and that's your year. As I said, I can fully understand and fully appreciate why certainly the fashion industry and modern trends have shifted the season somewhat and say they start a month or so later, and to people's everyday lives it makes no difference, and for the fashion industry it makes sense. But on this channel in particular, we're looking at tradition and history and how things were always done and the reasons why they were done like that, and how they should. So from the purposes of this, the tradition is February, March, April, spring, May, June, July, summer, August, September, October, autumn, November, December, January, winter. I can understand that some of the best weather we get in our so-called summer tends to be in August, even into September, which is technically autumn, and some of the worst weather we get can be in February and March, which is technically spring. But as I explained, it's got little or nothing to do with, it's got nothing to do actually with the weather and all to do with the lightening and shortening of days. I hope you liked my explanation of the seasons and why they start when they do and finish when they do. I tend to do a lot of content on tradition and history and how things were and how things are. If this sort of content interests you, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you'll get notifications when I am posting new videos, which I hope to do on a much more frequent basis. Now that I'm getting to grips with the editing situation, and a few more like this that don't require the same level of editing. I hope to see you again. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel, as I say, and hit the notification bell, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Until then, slán, goodbye, see you again, bye.